What's going on, guys? How we doing today? I am having an amazing day because I get to come and talk to you guys about some MMO stuff, baby. Yes, sir. MMOs, baby. That's what we like. So this is going to be my first video talking about MMOs and, my likes, dislikes, all that other good stuff. So I'll introduce myself a little bit. I'm Big Fella. I love pizza. I'm a father. I love MMOs. I love, all different kinds of games. MMOs are definitely up there with my favorites for sure. But yeah, since this is my first video like this, go ahead and go down to the comment section. Tell me a little bit about your guys' selves. Let me know your likes, dislikes, whatever you want to tell me. I don't care. Tell me if, you like cats, dogs, let's hear all them cat and dog people, baby. Let's get some chatters up in here. Yes, sir. Now, I can tell you, you're probably seeing some World of Warcraft gameplay in the background. That's what we've been playing in the meantime right now. I've been playing a ton of the Mist of Pandaria expansion, and dude, it has been an absolute blast. This is my first time playing through this expansion. I got a bunch of buddies I'm raiding with, and man, it has been an absolute blast. I've been loving it. We've gone through each of the raids. We went through Heart of Fear. We went through Terrace. We went through MSV, Mogashan Vaults, and dude, let me tell you, this is like my first time actually having like a consistent raid schedule, and it has been so much fun. I've been having an absolute blast, and on top of it, I've got a bunch of buddies who I don't normally, get to play with very often, and so it's been great to be able to be with them, play with them, do all this other good stuff. Now, to talk a little bit about why I call this the Riot MMO waiting room is because realistically, I've played a ton of League of Legends growing up. I absolutely love League of Legends. I have both the novels. I have the whole lore book. I've studied a lot of the lore. I absolutely love it. And I'm currently trying to imagine up a D&D campaign based on the World of Runeterra. Dude, I absolutely love everything that Riot has done with their lore, as well as everything else of that sort. And so I'm sure some of you guys have probably seen Necrit's videos on on everything that he has seen with the Riot MMO, how it's basically done with the lore aspect of things. So I'm really, really excited to see how they shake up the MMO space. And to be honest, I'm out here playing all these MMOs. I'm playing OSRS with all the other streamers, right? Because got to jump on that bandwagon, right? And I'm excited to see if Blizzard actually does make a Classic Plus. I'd totally be down to play it. And right now playing a ton of MOP because that's where my friends are at, and it's been awesome. And with MMOs, it's honestly been so good to be able to have so many people come together and play these different kind of games and do this different kind of stuff. I love the social aspect of things, and I love being a part of communities that really bring people together. And that's honestly what MOP has done for me. This go around, honestly, it has been so awesome to be able to spend more time with my friends and have a good time with it. And to be honest, this is the most geared I've ever been, dude. It has been so fun to actually be able to pump out these massive heals. And this week, I'm actually going to be switching over to a Boomy. Yo, let's go. Shout out to my Boomies out there, baby. Yes, sir. I know there's not many of us, but it's going to be awesome, dude. It's going to be great. I got a bunch of healer gear, and it's pretty good for Boomy as well. So looking forward to that. But yeah, dude, to be honest, like why I'm so excited for the potential, the Riot MMO, is because there's just so much to go with it. There's already, the lore is already set up. They have seen all these other MMOs, and hopefully they learn from them and see why RuneScape is so popular right now with their horizontal gameplay, and how they're able to take a note from Classic WoW's book of like how to really get you immersed in the world, and they take a look at all the expansions and what worked with them, what doesn't work, all this other good stuff, right? And so I hope they take what they learned from each of these different MMOs. And Final Fantasy, the classless system, kind of, right? You've got all the different classes you can be, or the true classless system with OSRS, right? Where you can do literally everything, whatever it may be. But I'm really excited to see how they're able to shake it up and do that. And to be honest, this is so important for me as a father and as a gamer, because MMOs have always been a part of my life. Like, this is something that, like, I've always been there for me to be able to work through, different life experiences, and MMOs have always been there for me to be able to connect with these different people, whether they're toxic or whatever. You could just mute them. It's nice. You could just mute them and, go on with your day and be like, all right, let's go do a dungeon. But and I also look forward to giving that experience to my children, right? So I want all of these MMOs to be successful. I want them to be able to experience the different versions of these MMOs and introduce that to them and be like, check this one out. This one, you're in third person and you're able to run around. You're very immersed in the world. And but this one, you have all these different skills. You can be a chef. You can be a fisher. You can do all these other things. And as a father, dude, I so want there to be, all these different experiences that they can have. And I think, honestly, the Riot MMO has such a big potential to find a way to bring most of that together. Obviously, they're not going to be able to do everything, but, who knows? I mean, Riot's done a fantastic job of taking stuff that works and making it better, right? They're following the Blizzard formula of how things have worked out. So I'm super excited to see what they do with it. And yeah, obviously they haven't shown anything about it, so it's hard for me to get like crazy excited. And if it's great, that's awesome. And if it sucks, then well, we still have WoW, we still have OSRS, we still have Final Fantasy, we still have all these other MMOs that we can play. So it's all right. Can't complain. And competition is honestly so healthy in the business space. So given more of that competition, let's do it. Let's get it. I'm so excited for it. So. But yeah, I can tell you, I'm so ready for any experience that they bring out and to have it involved with the Runeterra lore. Even if the gameplay sucks, I think I would still enjoy being able to see how they develop the lore in the world of Runeterra. So honestly, I think when it comes to these kind of games and these kind of stuff involving gaming and everything of that sort, you gotta just find what makes it enjoyable for you. Right, and having all these different avenues that you can take, I think is so amazing to be able to see. And yeah, as long as you're looking at the positive side of these things, even though it's like corporate greed, yeah, they got this cash shop, they can go and do these levels, whatever, right? Who freaking cares? As long as you enjoy the experience, that's what really matters. And yeah, so I can tell y'all can join me in the Riot MMO waiting room. I'm gonna be here. I'm super stoked. I'm super excited. And, don't forget to, like the video if you like it. If you hate what I have to say, make sure to dislike it. Write in the comments. I'm all for hearing everyone's side of things. Call me whatever you want to call me, or say, wow, dude, I agree with you. This is sick. Whatever you want to say. I don't care. I'll read it all. So I really appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day to watch this, and I hope y'all had the best day ever. Peace.